So Anambra state elections are due for November 8th, and everyone now knows who their flag bearers are. Well, except for a few parties that are still in a quagmire about the controversy about who the flag bearers for the elections are. But again, for the ones that everyone speaks about, the APC, ABGA, the PDP, everyone's been settled regarding that. And we have with us live via the phone this morning to speak a little more about 2025 governorship elections in Anambra States. Alex Emeka Ejindu is a public affairs analyst. Good to have you. Thank you for joining us.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. You are in Anambra State, and a whole lot of persons have said that there is no opposition. These have been mounted by even Anambarians, some Anambarians who are on the ground, and ABGA has even gone to bed with that thought that there is no opposition. Is it really true that ABGA is coasting to victory because the opposition isn't strong enough?
We have two other strong contenders to the position. One from Labour Party, Chief Dr. George Moralo of Labour Party, and another from APC, Prince Dr. Nicholas Okachukwu. They are all serious contenders to that position. They have their influences, they have their strength and muscles to win that election. That election may not be that easy for the incumbent. He thinks it is easy. But considering his records and achievements, it may not be that easy because these other two people are very experienced leaders as well. Thank you.
All right, you spoke about George Mogalo of the Labour Party. Has it resolved the issues? Because we heard there are two persons who have emerged, him and the other guy. Has that been taken care of?
Yes, the national leaders are handling it. I think as I had last 2 days, that thing has been sorted out. George Mogalo is our candidate for now.
Okay, so let's speak of the experience. For instance, I'm talking about the governorship candidate for ABGA, who is the governor of the state. You spoke about his pedigree and his scorecard. How do you describe his first 3.5 years in office? Has it been one that is welcoming for Anambarians? Is it commendable? Do you think Anambarians will go to the poll to bring him back to the seat come November 8th?
It is an election, a competitive one, and he made some success in a lot of areas. I won't say that he's a failure. He made some successes from one other side or the other.
Which sides?
He's not an angel.
Which sides would you say he succeeded?
Infrastructure like roads, I think he's making effort in that area. He's making enough effort in that area, roads especially. And the education is not down completely in the education. He's making a good effort in education. But there are other areas like agriculture, healthcare. So there are many other areas I have not seen much impact compared to others like P2B when he was governor. Obi are not even did fairly well. Some of them of the days past,
What about security?
Yeah.
What about security? How do you score him in security?
He started very, very recently to make effort in security. Anambra has been a den of chiefs before now, since he came in. For complete 3 years, he has been sleeping over security. He has not done much on security. Recently, he instituted he rebranded the security to make impact. I believe now he's improving on security of lives and property in Anambra State.
He established Agune Chamber, one security outfit that so many persons say has, been successful since its inception. Some of them even go as far as apprehending, DBAs. Some say that part of the reasons why the security situation never improved in Anambra was because of the activities of, you know, Dibias, you know. So one would have thought that it's a welcome development, but on the other hand, some persons think that, you know, he's infringing on the rights of those who practice traditional religion.
There are DBS that are naturally good for giving traditional medicine to people, but there are criminals among them. Just likewise in other areas of endeavor, you can find good ones and find bad ones. The Okite specifically are criminals in the field of traditional medicine, and he has made effort in at least shaking them a little bit, that has shown them that we realize their operations that are bad. Encouraging crime, they encourage a lot of crime in this environment, but his effort in that direction is commendable.
So if you were to, if an Anambarian is to speak of security in Anambra State, it will be in some way credited to him for doing some things about it. Don't you think that that would, you know, get him a second
yes. Recently, yes. Within the past 3-4 months, he has been there for over 3 years, remember?
Yeah.
But within the past 3-4 months, he is making serious effort towards that.
Okay. So for you as an analyst, if you were to go to the poll this morning, you know, to vote any of these 3 candidates that you have mentioned, who would it be and why? And why wouldn't you return Chukuma Soludo back to power?
You know, you make choices, you make your choice. Nobody determines your choice. You know the reason why you choose the other person against the other. For me, I have a choice. It may not be Professor Soludo, but we are still watching between now and November to know if 1 or 2 things. You know, in politics, a week can change people's mind. A weak activity can change people's mind and interest. So we are watching. Within now and November 8th, we'll know where the direction we're going. But for now, I have a choice. May not be I don't think it is this present governor, as at now.
Oh, wow.
As at now. Unless the magic is performed within the next 2, 3, 4 months, I may change my interest. But for now, I will not. It's not my vote cannot go for him now.
But you just said he has been doing well, at least in the last 3 months, 4 months, in terms of security, and he has done well in terms of road infrastructure. So
if you are in a mission for 3 years, and you've been whiling away your time for 2 years and 7 months in a particular area, and within this short period, you start showing seriousness in life-threatening issues, will you mark the person perfect? No. What have you been doing all this while? What has he been doing all this while? That's my concern. Why is he not serious about security all the while? Why now? Now that we are approaching the election period. But I wouldn't like to say anything further than that. But I want to tell you, as of now, he's not my choice now.
What is Peter Obi's influence on the Anambra elections? We understand that in the last presidential election, he swept Anambra more than 95%. Do you think that he still has that influence over Anambarians in terms of the local election, like the gubernatorial?
You mean who?
Peter Obi.
Peter Obi has influence. He's a strong man with determination. He's a man tested and trusted. His influence can change issues. So he's trusted by Anambarians. He's straightforward. He's accountable. So his impact will not be neglected, though. That's the truth.
We understand that Labour Party is planning to judge, Moghalu is planning to basically take him along in order to see if his influence can assist in upsetting the apple cart. Do you see that happen? Do you think Peter Obi has that popularity still in a number of states to make people sway the people's mindset into voting Labour Party in November?
Both of them are the same party, Labour Party now. Definitely, he will try to assist Moghalu.
No, what I'm saying, Moghalu is looking to have him on the campaign trail, at least in some of the places that he's going to be going to. But what I'm saying in essence is, do you think that having Peter Obi on his campaign trail would make any difference for the November poll?
A lot of difference. It will make a lot of difference with Peter Obi around.
How much difference?
If Moghalu is running on 20% winning, with Peter Obi by his side, he will be for his strength by additional 30%, which is 50%. Oh, so wow. Moghalu will make a lot of difference. If Peter Obi will change a lot of people's interest and vote if allowed to be part of this campaign. But definitely he will be part of the campaign. Moghalu will bring him in. They are all colleagues and friends.
Mm. So what are the chances of APC in that election, Dr. Ukachukwu?
Anambra do not vote APC unless there is a magic they will make.
What do you mean? What do you mean by
naturally, Anambra don't vote APC at all.
When you say don't vote APC at all, what does that even mean?
It means they have a mindset that the APC has not done well for Anambra people. If you conduct free and fair election 10 times, APC will fail 10 times. You know, they know how to bulldoze themselves to power. If they have such plan, it may work, it may not work. But for voting, APC will not get up to 15% of the vote of Anambra people.
But why is that though? What's the sentiment with Anambra and the APC? Is there a specific sentiment why you think Anambarians may not vote APC?
Naturally, considering the policies of the federal government, I don't think it favors a lot of us down here. The economy got shattered immediately they came in 2023. And since that time, nobody has found his feet, except very few. How can you have sympathy or interest in a party that has destroyed the economy, in a party that has destroyed the entire system? And they are priding and praising themselves that they are changing, that the economy is recovering. In what area is Nigerian economy recovering under this APC regime? I can't see it. People are hungry, people are unemployed, business activities are down, and you are priding and shouting that the economy is improving. I don't know how.
But the people, I mean, just if you look over the shoulder of Anambra State on the other side, we'll have Delta government, the entire machinery moving over to the APC, and they said that's the party, you know, to beat in 2027. So if you have people who still believe in the party, I mean, why would Anambra not believe, or Anambarians not believe that they, you know, joining the APC at the federal will be a good thing?
People in government know their interests, why they are joining them. But the masses are not following, are not aligning with them, or you know. If there is an election in Delta now, presently now, for the presidency, a Labour Party will sweep the entire Delta state. If there is an election in Rivers State, a free and fair election now, Labour Party will sweep over Rivers State. So the leaders joining for their own personal interests, I don't know why they are rushing to APC as if we don't need to have multi-parties again. Probably they want to change Nigeria to one single party system, which will not favor us. But assuming they have interest and what the personal interest to gain from APC, that is their interest. They are not carrying the masses along. You will see what will happen after in 2027 election. All this noise about moving on to APC, you will see will not yield much fruit.
So you know, when the sentiment of APC comes up, you know, it tends to be a multifaceted type of discussions, because again, like it or leave it, the person who is representing the party in the state is an Anambarian. I mean, it's not the party. The party is like a vehicle, you know, to moving to somewhere. Like more like you're headed to Abeokuta, and you have to take a bus to get there, right? So, but you know, is it not good to think through to the person who is vying for that position, or vying to using that APC platform to move to, you know, to want to become a governor, rather than talking about the party, what it has done at the federal? Why don't we focus on what the person can do, you know, in the state, and what the person's antecedents has been to?
How many people are enlightened? How many people are educated? How many people are bright enough to think in that direction? It is funny here, like we have regional sectionalism and interest here. Apuga, they believe it's their own party, Igbo party. Labour Party, they believe is the party that come to change the entire system. So people are the percentage of voters, you know, their level of education. Most of the enlightened people are not even taking part in the election. Some of them will be there watching their television and watching their films, while common people, illiterates, will be in the field. But I don't doubt the idea of a good candidate making impact in an election. But our people here will always tell you, if he had been in a very good party, he would have won. But that's the truth. This guy is a good guy, but he had been fortunate to be in a good party. Who will vote for him? Not with that useless party. It's an environment, especially in the southeastern and south. Even in all over Nigeria, the vote according to their sentiments. This man is our brother, not his potentials and qualifications, but he is our person from our Christian religion. He is our person from our region, and that kind of thing. Nigeria has not grown up to that level to talk about policies and qualifications and that kind of thing. We still consider those ones relevant anyway, but not everybody has such information.
Alex Emeka Ejindu, would get back to you, maybe call you again just before that time, so we can speak a little more about the developments as it relates to the gubernatorial elections in November.
Okay, thank you for this privilege.
All right, take care. Take care. Thank you. Signature TV, news in your pocket.